Virgo, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we're actually doing the monthly readings as well. So looking ahead at July. All right, I will be doing a 3 by 3 spread this week. So we will be looking into three separate topics: the important energy for your month, the career and financial energy, as well as the love energy. I will be splitting those by overview, challenge, and then advice as well. I will be using the green glyphs lenormand to look into that. Uh, I do have the Boji blog lenormand here if we do need clarification anywhere along the line. And starting the readings off this week with the Shine from the Inside Oracle, get you a little bit of an overview for your month, for your own energy there, Virgo. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you can keep up to date with all the videos. Leave me a comment. Let me know if there's any specific topics you would like to see a reading on. I love to read those. So thank you. But Virgo, July 2025. Virgo's energy for July 2025. Halfway through the year. Virgo. Libra actually had the same overview message, so some of you may be very close to that cusp. You're more than welcome to check the Libra messages as well if you are on the cusp or you have strong Libra. We have the celebrate yourself. You deserve it. So there is a reason to celebrate, and not just celebrate in general, but celebrating yourself this month. What have you done? What have you done, Virgo? It must be a good thing because we're celebrating you this month. So I will just grab the 9-card spread out for you, and we'll go from there. Starting off with the important energy for Virgo in July. The important energy for Virgo in July, please. Overview, challenge, and advice. Okay, and the career and financial energy for Virgo in July. Overview, challenge, and advice. And love energy for Virgo in July. Overview, challenge, and advice. Okay, so I definitely probably will need some clarification as we go. Starting this off, though, what I'm actually seeing here, all three of your overview cards are actually very kind of similar energy, especially the first two, the important energy and then the career energy. They're actually the same card. Okay, so the important energy overview, we have the cross. And this particular deck does have two cross cards, the second of which has come out for your career overview, the albatross. So the cross and the albatross, there is a slight difference between the two. So starting off with the cross energy here, because I am picking up different messages from both of them immediately as well anyway, but the cross energy does show us that the main important stuff for you this month is kind of like taking care of business, I suppose. The cross sometimes can refer to, responsibilities, feeling like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders, those responsibilities. But there is a spiritual component here as well. So I do feel as though for you here, Virgo, this month is going to be a kind of a very doing a lot of spiritual work kind of month, where we are just sort of it becomes of prominence to ourselves for some reason there, more so in the sense of because of the responsibilities that you carry. So it's kind of like I feel like it's kind of questioning yourself about, like, is this what I really want for my life? Because I'm just so focused on all these responsibilities that I've got that, like, who even am I outside of all this? Especially very, very connected to work energy, obviously, this month. I do feel as though you're kind of like, all I do is work. And is that all I am? Is like, who am I on a soul level? I feel like you're kind of just questioning yourself, a little bit spiritually minded this month. Like, is this what I really want for my life? Is this the path that my soul is actually taking me here? Am I actually feeding my soul, or am I just, feeding society? I feel like it's kind of a question for you, in your energy this month, that you're really kind of a little bit fed up. Not gonna lie. Um, you just there does feel like a little bit of unsurety as well about where this is taking you. Because I'm just getting, for a lot of you, you've just been like overworking yourself and not allowing yourself space to just be yourself and know yourself and follow your soul, that kind of thing. You've just been so distracted from everything that makes your soul happy, that because you're just sort of got all these responsibilities on your shoulders. Just clarify this cross energy for Virgo, please. So pretty much what I've already said, Virgo. We have the crossroads, where you're questioning, am I making the right decisions with my life? Am I following the right path that I really want to follow here? We have the mice. I feel like I've lost part of myself. That soul part, that's what you're struggling to connect with this month, is your soul, and understanding, is this my destiny? This, like, I feel like you're just feeling, questioning this month, and questioning, where is this taking me? Because I just feel like I've lost myself along the way here, and I need to work out, what am I doing with my life? Do I need to keep just doing this, or is there something else I should do here to, you know, find myself again? We also have the mountain. Work, 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 work. I'm just working all the time, and it's creating these obstacles within me that I don't know how to get through, because, I just feel as though I've lost everything about myself other than work. And I've just been so determined to work all the time that I've forgotten everything else about myself that makes my soul happy. The challenge for you this month is the tree. So you are actually fine. I think that maybe this is what's setting this off for you this month, Virgo, is the tree as a challenge is kind of like, you're not having time to yourself. You're not having time to look after yourself. You're exhausted, and you're not actually finding the time to heal and rest and grow your soul energy, your to mature and wise, and all the wisdom and stuff like that. You're not necessarily able to do that at the moment. You're challenged by, it does feel very time connected, that you just don't have the time to look after yourself in a way that is you need to, kind of thing. And you're very challenged by, you know just feeling, once again, just feeling so busy that you just don't have time to focus on your own personal growth or your own personal healing, that sort of stuff. So it's a bit of a challenge for you to find those parts of yourself again, because you're just so busy. I feel like for this month, it's just a very big month of, I've got to keep working. I just feel like a lot of overworking Virgos this month, um, you know, which it really leaves you sort of questioning, is this what I want? Is this really how I want my life to be? Um, the advice we have for you here is the house. Stability and security, family, home. Some of you need to just, because I'm already hearing a lot of you sort of saying to me, I can't, I can't take a day off. I literally cannot take a day off. But you kind of need to. Your advice is to spend more time at home. Don't overcommit yourself this month. You need to find your own, mental stability and emotional stability, and to be able to answer these questions that you're facing. If you're, constantly working, and then as soon as you finish work, you're, going along with all these other commitments, and I've got a responsibility to my friends, I've got a responsibility to this and to that and to this. Find time to yourself to just sit at home and do absolutely nothing. You need to find time to rest, because that's where your stability is going to come from this month. It's kind of forcing yourself to stay at home feels important to you this month, as your advice, because it kind of does feel as though that if you don't do that, the universe will make it happen for you anyway. So something will happen where you're forced to stay at home and you have no choice in the matter. Think about COVID, and we were all forced to stay at home one way or another, even if we didn't want to. It does feel like something like that if because you are just feeling very overworked and exhausted, and you really need to take a day off to just spend at home and focus on your own security and within your own self, and your stability, your mental stability, your physical stability, all that sort of stuff. So make sure you are paying attention to, are you going to crack kind of energy? Because if you don't have a break, are you going to crack? Is what's coming through. That you're at the point of exhaustion already. Like, if you continue this way, are you going to crack and then blow things up? Like, it's kind of crazy, like, it does feel like, I need to take a day off. I need to just go home early today. That kind of energy. Okay, that's your advice for your important energy. Very connected to the career stuff, because, the overview for career, like I said, we have the albatross, which is the cross energy as well. But this one actually does talk a little bit more about sacrifice. So, I do feel as though that's the sacrifice you're needing to make this month, is to sacrifice a day or two to not work. Maybe you need to sacrifice, whether it's just sacrificing a day's pay, or whether it's sacrificing a sick day, or whatever that is. You kind of need to make that sacrifice for yourself in order to find you again, more than anything. We do have the challenge this month is the gentleman, the masculine energy. So that's what's challenging you the most, is your own controlling little voice telling you, but you have to. The gentleman, the masculine energy is the one that's in control, is the domineering one that tells us, no, you have to, because the masculine doesn't care about your emotions, Virgo. It doesn't care if you know yourself or not. The masculine is the one that cares about money. The masculine is the one that cares about, you're at work, you have to stay at work, that sort of thing. So that's your challenge this month, is to overcome that little voice, because your advice is a feminine energy, the moon. So, if you're being challenged by this masculine, and for some of you that may actually be a boss, maybe the boss, whether it's the boss in your head or an actual boss. You can't, Virgo, you have to. I just keep getting that same message. You have to. It's like trying to tell you, no, you can't take a day off. And you're saying, I effing need to. I am going to snap. The moon is the emotions getting triggered. The moon, this is what happens if you don't sacrifice that day off. You don't sacrifice that time or whatever. You don't sacrifice a day of work. The moon is where we snap. The moon is the emotional sensitivities being triggered, rising to the surface, and we just snap and overload ourselves. It's kind of like your advice is to listen to your emotions and trust your intuition. If you know that you're, so close to the edge that you're going to like tumble off that, you need to take a day off, Virgo. You need to go home. You need to focus on your mental health and your emotional well-being. You are more important than a job. Your soul is more important than a job. Okay. And then when it comes to love energy, kind of getting this message of no news is good news. Not gonna lie, no news is good news. You're so focused on work at the moment anyway, Virgo. I'm surprised you're not bloody Capricorn, to be honest. But celebrate yourself. You deserve this day off. You have put in so much work this month, in the last month, and probably the month before that as well. That everyone thinks that you're a Capricorn because of how much work you're putting in at the moment. You just don't have time to focus on love. Not going to lie. Your overview for love, we have the anchor. So you're just staying put. You're not going anywhere. It's secure. It's reliable. You know it is what it is. It's not going up and it's not going down. It's just staying in the one place. It's just holding the fort while you are off working all the time. The challenge that you may face when it comes to love energy this month is the dog energy. So you may find friends needing your support this month, and you're too busy working, and you're too busy. You're getting overwhelmed just from work, let alone friends as well. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge. Someone needing your support. I feel it could be a friend. It could just be a partner, a love interest that is wanting more from you. It feels like this person just wants a bit more support. Platonic energy of friendship. They want your friendship. They want your understanding and compassion. And you've just got nothing left in the tank. I'm just this anchor at the bottom of the ocean. Please just leave me be right now. So your advice is the person. I will clarify that because that kind of talks about balance a little bit here. But I just want to clarify the advice for love for Virgo. Okay, so it's referring me back to some of these other messages. So we have the clouds coming through. So you're thinking about it. Because I feel like with the clouds coming through, we're going back to that being a responsibility that you feel that you have. You feel as though you have a responsibility to be there whenever your friends sort of call you and need you. You're like, okay, well, here I come to save the day. Here I come to listen, even though I don't have anything left in the tank to give. I'm coming anyway. So you think about it, but then you kind of realize here we have the dog and the bear. That yes, I want to nurture and protect my friends, but right now I need to nurture and protect them by putting up some boundaries here and protecting myself. All right. So be aware that with the love energy, you may just need to put up some boundaries and just let people know. Look, I just do not have the energy right now to give to you. I'm really sorry, but I can't. I just do not have it in me, because the last thing I want to do is, turn into this defensive bear that just growls and gets aggressive towards you. No, I don't want to be like that. And that's why I need to put up this boundary of, look, I just can't. I know I understand that you need my support and you want to hang out or whatever, but I also need your support. And the best way that you can support me right now is to just let me do what I need to do. I'm having a rough time. I just need to work it out for myself. And I need to have this boundary that I'm sorry, but I just cannot right now. So I do feel that for a lot of you, that's the boundary that you may need to put up this month when it comes to love. That, look, I just cannot. I honestly just need to go home and collapse in bed for a day, and then maybe I can, because I'm about to have this emotional breakdown. I need your support as well, to allow me some time and some space before I can support you. And I'm sorry I can't support you right now, but I just need some time and some space and some recharging myself kind of energy. Okay, Virgo. So a bit of a rough one for you. Sorry about that. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. But that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements as well. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon.